3, 2, live.
You're now watching two old farts making noises.
My goodness.
Uh-oh. And she's trying to juggle, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
was
You
juggling.
missed it. Here,
I
let's
was
do a
juggling to the
close-up of
rhythm.
Noosh juggling.
Woo! Oh man.
Oh, that is better than I can do. We
Yeah,
like
but
your
so
setup here. You got the bear.
look.
Wow, look
So
at this. He's
I
juggling.
started juggling to warm myself up to do my cold plunges. That unfortunately I had to stop because my leg froze. So I was too lazy to dig a hole every time it was, covered in ice. But that's actually, I mean, I'm doing it sitting down now, so not super practical. But when you start, it's good. It's so much motion. And
That's pretty cool.
I used to get to 100, and then I started doing tricks, swirl around and then like going down the arm. Anyway,
Wow.
maybe one day if I know how to work out a hot spot, I can show you right by my little pond.
Or
So,
you can have Michael record it for you and send it to us.
look at that. That's right. We need to put Michael to work.
Yes.
So
you
how
got
do
to
you
do
like
something.
my little setup today? I had to improvise something because your greatness had a little bit of a lateness today, and I forgot all my cables somewhere where I have no idea. So therefore, here is my bear. Look at this beauty. I saved him
It's nice.
from the depths of Dollar General. All that for $30.
Oh my God.
Look at
And
this
how much did the
face.
bear cost you?
$30. I have two. One here, one in
Oh
my
my
bed.
goodness. And now where does Michael sleep?
Oh, we have separate bedrooms, my darling.
Okay, never mind then.
I'm doing it old school. It's so much nicer. We have
Very
some
European.
sexy rendezvous. Exactly. And then I can just be in my own bed where nobody snores or moves or, unwanted motions.
There's a thing.
It's a
There
thing.
you go. That's very 18th century. It's very
exactly
cool.
where I belong.
I'm a bit concerned about the unwanted motions myself, but because I think we all suffer from them at a certain age.
Well, I guess
we get certain
just
emotions all
the
the time.
three of us today. Yeah, just the three of us today, Noosh.
Is the three of us today? Oh,
yeah.
Who's the third one? Let me see.
Mr. Bear.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I thought that somebody appeared on the screen.
Should we all be like this?
I mean,
Stephen, you have to be like that as well. We all lean into the cameras.
No, but listen, if you have a Dollar General wherever you are, because I remember I had exactly a similar bear back in France, but back then it was hundreds of francs, but my parents couldn't afford it. But it stayed with me. This is why, I went to Dollar General. I don't even remember to buy what, and there he was by the entrance, and I dared to ask how much it is because there was a tag that was glued on his foot that said $1.99, obviously, which was not his. So they went in the back because they didn't know how much it costed. It costed? Is that yes? Is that the tense?
Costed for you, it's a word.
Yes.
For you, it's a good word. Yeah, we're good.
For most people, it's a word. Yeah.
And they came back and told me $30. And I just bought the bear. I didn't buy anything else. I forgot what I was supposed to buy. Yeah. And I put him in the front seat. I think I told you that. And when he was in the front seat, I was so excited.
Front of the car,
I told him, you can come to life if you want because I'm cool with that.
So wait, let me ask you this. If the store is called Dollar General, how is it $30? Shouldn't it be like $1?
I know. They trick you. They say Dollar General, and then you get in, and it's multiple Dollar Generals. It's a whole army of generals. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
a whole army of generals. I know this.
Maybe it's an army store. Called maybe the guy's called Dollar.
The army of capitalism, and we're all obedient soldiers, my friends.
Yes, we are.
I have two of
now
those.
We went to
one here.
Yes. And one home.
Oh yeah, one here, one home, and my mom wants one too. So I'm gonna go get one. For my mom, the new family member that we have in our house, who's He's not about bears at all. He's an ex-Marine, CIA, FBI guy. And when he saw me arriving with that bear and then buying a second one on our way back from the restaurant, he thought it was cuckoo. And then he found an article in the New York Times, but that there's been studies in actually sleeping with a stuffed animal if you're alone. It's very good for your mental health. So voila, my darlings, get a bear.
Or if you're married, it's like sleeping with your significant other because that's like a stuffed animal. So there you go.
Exactly, and he's so soft, and he smells so good.
But Noosh, we asked you last time for a name for the bear, but we haven't got one yet.
Yeah, I don't have one. I don't have one yet.
You call him Snuggles.
Snuggles, no, that's too easy. We need something interesting. Snuggles.
Oh, how about
you could call him General.
Perfect. Yeah, General. You could call him General.
I can't sleep
the General. General Bear.
General Bear. Perfect bear. Dollar Bear.
No.
Dollar Bear. Totally bear.
Totally
bear.
Grinning Bear.
You could call him Totally. Totally Bear.
Totally Bear? I don't know that person.
Yeah.
How about if you just call him Teddy?
No, it's so obvious, Stephen.
It's too
I
obvious.
know, that's why.
The thing is to see if she calls him Teddy and she calls out for Teddy, all the Teddies will come alive and she won't be able to choose. Won't be able to find her own Teddy back again.
What? Call him Barrack. Barbaric.
Barbaric.
That sounds like a porno name. I should be going boom chicka wow wow.
Boom chicka wow wow.
We're glad we got your bit. We're glad you got your bear at the Dollar General store.
I know,
and for all your fans that are watching and or listening, Noosh's phone is at 40%. So somewhere during the show, if we lose her, this is why.
No, we're not going to lose. No, I'm very good at electronics now. My phone
the thing is,
Noosh, so he'll just tell me when it's less
what does Barrack Bear feel about you being on that bearskin rug? I mean, that's a little bit too close to home, man.
She's got a teddy bear. She's all
silly question. But that's sheep. That's sheep. That's not bear. He's fine.
Oh, sheep. Oh, sheep. I thought that was cheap. So that was from the dollar store.
I mean, actually, that was cheap too. I discovered, as I told you, I think many times, Marketplace, one of my favorite places now, and that lovely sheepskin that just got delivered to me yesterday.
Wow.
That is going to go in that little corner of my window with the bear so I can take naps looking at the birds. Was
in the window.
Yes. It was $150.
Isn't this your store? Isn't this your store? In your store? Yeah. So people can watch you sleep. That's a form of art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's still art. Still nature. Still life.
No, it's been done before. They have big department stores do it. They get famous artists into to sleep in their windows. Yeah.
I mean, I already do it on the other side after lunch, where I usually do the podcast with you. There's 2 chairs like that. One is for me and one is for Maman. And after lunch, we take a nap. I have my little, how do you call that? A thing with planes like for babies. Not a rodeo.
A thing that
a mobile.
Yeah.
I think the rodeo is a lot better for babies. But
there you go. Yeah. When you and Mom go to take your nap in the store, do you put a sign that says having a siesta or something, or what?
No, it'd be in French, Stephen. Goodness me.
Can you see it?
Come on, it'll be in French.
Look at that.
It's a mobile, they call it here.
Exactly. I don't know.
It's called a mobile here.
Name. Mobile. Mobile what?
Yeah.
A mobile because it moves. Couldn't they find something cuter?
Yes.
Right.
No.
Well, you can't really call it thing to distract the baby because that's not cool.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is that when you call it a baby mobile, people think you're going to hang your baby on it because there's a lot of stupid people out there.
That's true. Yeah. David, that's the rug we're going to give you painted on right there. The lambskin rug in front of.
Is that the one that's coming with you to Antwerp then, Stephen?
That's the rug we're going to paint David on in front of a fireplace naked. We can scare everybody. That's the idea, sure.
Well, I could be cuddling up to next to Barrack Bear, couldn't I?
You could, but
actually a cool idea. That's going to be a. So what would be the fabric? So I'm guessing some sort of actually in the same fabric as the bear, but imagine it's thicker because they used to skin a whole bear and put it in front of the fireplace. So how about in this fabric we make a human skin.
Oh my God.
Like we skin a human.
Well, you have to get you have to go. Well, Texas is the place for that.
Yeah, I think you have to go to Arkansas or probably up in the mountains somewhere.
No, but we'll do like
somewhere where you got the odd member of family that don't want anymore. Sort of stuff.
we can skin political people. We can have a fire sale of Bernie.
Well, that'll be a change because they're normally skinning us for all their money, for all our money.
No, but exactly, but that'll be funny, and we can make them a face that smiles, so we can do Trump and Bernie. So like this, we don't offend. Oh, we can offend everybody. But it's fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Of course, she's not talking literally skinning them. Really, she's talking about making a synthetic rug.
Americans, it will be a felt
Banksy,
rug like the bear.
Banksy did one of Tony the Tiger, like what you're talking about, synthetic, like Tony the Tiger with the Tony the Tiger head. And I saw it, and I was like, cool, I want to buy it. So I emailed his thing, and they only made like 12 of them, and it's like you have to write like a whole story about why you want it. And then they choose if they will sell it to you. And I go, listen, it's a piece of art. Either sell it to me or don't. I don't care. It's not a Ferrari.
Oh no! It's like I would have made a beautiful. I'm sure I would have gotten it. I would have created a whole story.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, that can't be bought. Too much work. I can just go buy one someday. I'll go buy one at auction. It'll be easier. I don't have to make up a story. I just have to pay.
I guess.
But the thing is, Stephen, what I understand is how could you contact Banksy because nobody knows who he is.
So what happens is there's a website. There's a Banksy.com site that's, I guess, his agent. And it has his artwork and things.
An agent for a person that doesn't exist.
Yeah, for a person that doesn't exist. And what I found is when I wanted one of his pieces, you had to actually email them and ask. And it was kind of like, we determine, I'm like, this is too much work. It's like, I think it's nice, but it's not nice enough. Yeah, basically. So.
Exactly.
And I told my 14 assistants write a thing, but now my 14 assistants all have that chat ABD MOUSE AI, so it does all the work for them.
Don't get me started. So
let's get you started.
Well, let's start then.
Michael's company are using their own chat GPT to answer to clients, and those clients are in tech, so they probably use their own chat GPT. So basically, now very soon, probably by next week, it's going to be only chat GPT speaking with each other. Explain me the point of this.
That's all Stephen and I do. We just chat via it's all. We're not here really. We're not here.
This is AI
generated. Those are avatars.
We're avatars.
I think it's crazier. And then we're going to put all the robots to work, and then the robots eventually, because they're machine learning, they don't have souls or anything, but they'll get eventually some kind of logic. So they'll see that we were so lazy that we made robots to replace everything that we do. And then we're morally bankrupt and we don't have any sense of effort or anything. I mean, like our moral compass is going down the drain. So then we pollute and we make war and we make waste. They're just going to eradicate us and then live on the planet and take care of the planet, replace a transistor here and there. But yes, I mean, I think that's.
So wait, here's a hypothesis.
Completely depressing.
Noosh, the thing is, of course, Stephen, before you start, we actually had this debate before. You remember when we came down out of the trees? Exactly the same debate.
So here you have it, Noosh. Here's what some scientists are saying, and I had a friend who used to say this: like always creates like. Who's to say that we, as the humans are known today, are not just AI from a previous civilization?
Yeah, run by the mice.
No, run by. Well, that's in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Of course, they're run by the lizard people.
The lizard people. Yeah, the lizard people. How's your neighbor doing? Is he still not going to come on our show?
Oh no, he's still hibernating.
Is he still wearing a tinfoil hat?
He's still hibernating. So.
Okay.
So I'll reach out again.
If you would.
I'm on camera. So sorry. I have a person there. But yeah,
so that's fine. They need to come in.
No, they
can come in.
No, I closed the door. I'm on camera.
She can come in. We'll interview her.
Hold on a second.
Bring her in, Noosh.
I love a live show.
I'm on the live show. Do you want to come on the show and say hi?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that we have a close-up of the bear.
Then. Can we talk about this later?
Well, let's come off and get the close up of the bear.
I can't. This is close up to the thumbs.
Sorry.
Hi. Look,
Oh,
you are
she
just a
doesn't
local
want-
celebrity.
Listen, no, but now
She
that
doesn't
I'm
want to
the now that I'm the president of the Chamber of Commerce, people come to me for all sorts of things.
Really?
Yeah, but they don't want to come on the show, Noosh. That's quite
No, she said
disappointing.
no.
What's the story?
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Told her she has to promote the town.
Sorry. Well, I'll
That's
be
okay.
promoting the town. That's why
I know.
I'm on the board.
Wait a
Your
minute.
help
You're also gonna
out.
aren't you gonna have your bandmates next week or the week after come sing?
So we actually rehearsing Sunday a bunch of new
Wow.
songs, but unfortunately my guitarist sent me a message that he is not going to be able to play with us much more because the singer that he usually sings with is coming back from Hawaii, and she has a lot of songs to be working on. But I'm gonna ask her if she wants us to sing with her, and like this we can all sing together. Wouldn't that be nice? A big band of lunatics singing together.
Now I will tell you something. On Sunday, when you guys are doing a rehearsal, if you want, we can actually record that and make a whole show for you. So your fans can listen to the trio. Because I know in the summertime you're going to break up into a smaller group, but right now we can we can do that for you.
Because we get thousands. We get thousands of letters a week. Yes. Well, at least in my imagination, anyway. In my imagination, we do, and they want to know what's. They keep saying, "Where's Jesus and the Ripe Lovers?" You know, bring them back on the show. You know,
you're right. I haven't.
What can I say?
I haven't written it yet. Okay, I will focus. So today we're driving for about 4 hours, so I do have time to write about the Jesus and the Lake of Salmons, maybe, and the Ripe Lovers of the Lake of Love.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Ripe Lovers. Yeah, we can't wait.
But before, were you guys driving for 4 hours? Were you driving for 4 hours?
So
you're going to the mall.
Oh God, no! Never. But we're going to a little place next to Tivoli. Do you know Tivoli? Anyway, it's somewhere in New York State.
So in Africa, not Timbuktu.
No, not Timbuktu. Tivoli. So we're going to see a person who he makes glass and cast iron greenhouses because we want to make one for our home in a Victorian style. And after that, it's 10 minutes across from the Hudson in that tiny little town that is called Tivoli. That has an amazing Italian restaurant owned by the Brittoni family. The main Brittoni family. I don't know if it was big here in the States, but I grew up on Brittoni.
We all did. Chef Boyardee, sure. He was my favorite.
I loved that tin ravioli. That was the best they ever did.
Oh, there you go. It's the tin ravioli. Oh my God.
You know why it was so popular? Because it was one of the first foods available after the Second World War. The Germans loved it. They had lots of tins ravioli and tin spaghetti.
It was so good.
Being made available because of after the Second World War, and they're still in love with it to this day. A little bit of tin, canned food info there.
There you go. A little history.
For the leaf habits, as they say.
I like it.
So the family is here in the States, and they make amazing pasta. So if you're ever around upstate New York, look up Tivoli. It's super cute. It's the whole family works, even their 10-year-old kid who's bringing the plates and all that.
Also do, because if
you like that.
Yeah.
And of course, they don't have any competition, of course, because they're all got rather concrete shaped shoes, and they're all in the Hudson River somewhere. So hey.
What? Concrete?
Yeah, that's what Italian restaurants do.
Oh, that's not stereotypical of anything.
I did not get that memo.
He's saying that basically everybody that's there, their last name ends in a vowel, and they all talk together. That's what he's trying to say. So.
Yeah. They talk fantastic italiano, ma perché? Me le squalo, dove fai? I'm learning Italian, actually.
Yeah,
I see that with your French and your English.
They do sentences that are absolutely amazing, as la farfalle è nello squalo, which means the butterfly is on the shark, which will be very useful when I go to Rome.
I was just going to say, that's really, when you go to the Vatican, you say that and see how that works for you. The butterfly is on the shark.
I mean, it's only. I mean, me, I love
That's
it.
got to be the quote of the day. That one.
I mean, it's, with
I
my
think so.
artistic mind, I think it's very creative, but it's, you know, it's like il ragno è nello stivale. Like the what is it? The spider is in the boots. The spider is in the boots, and the butterfly is in the squalo, in the shark.
Yeah. Well, that's the name of the show today, Stephen. Noosh
Butterfly
Bits.
is on the
It's
shark.
on the
That is going to
shark,
be
yeah.
the title of today's show. Butterfly is on the shark.
The butterfly is on the shark. Oh, speaking of butterflies on the shark, should we? Let me see how many.
Yes, we should. My favorite book in the world.
All right, come on.
From Bernard.
Okay.
Yeah, Bernard, who I've sent an email to.
Okay,
Did you really?
I did, yes.
I'm gonna put this with a marker because this is too long to translate, and that's a good one.
Well, it's only about 3 inches.
Well.
Ba-dum-bum.
Ba-dum-bum. All right, let's see. Tibet.
We're gonna talk about Tibet.
Nice little drawing right here.
Oh, I know her. Yeah, we had dinner. She was wonderful.
Yeah. She looks like a bit of a fan, that one.
Oh, very nice, David. All right, so when the Chinese got Tibet as an annex, they installed.
They didn't get it. They mean when they took it. What are you talking? When they took it, isn't it? They took it by force.
Well, he's
put their own Dalai Lama in there.
Added it on.
Okay, so here we're going to give you the solo.
They installed their Chinese families to prove to the world that place was populated with the Chinese. But in Tibet, the atmospheric pressure is very hard to handle. She gives you vertigo and edemas to the people that are not used to it. And by some physiological mystery that we don't know, Chinese women could not give birth over there, while the Tibetan women will bring life without any problem. And the villages, they were much higher. So everything was happening as if the Tibetan grounds were rejecting the oppressor organically inept to the country. Interesting. Women could not give birth over there.
This is not historical. This is not historical proven fact. What is this guy? This guy pulls this stuff out of his tuchus. I want this guy on the show so bad to ask him, where do you come up with this stuff?
Me too. We need him. We so need him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know
if
he's written so many books, and does seminars all over the whole world, been on talk shows over the whole world. So whether or not he will, shall we say,
we'll manifest
bend to our desires, we will see.
Yes.
We will
he'll come on,
because
but we'll have him read.
So, you know what? I'm gonna make a little research about that. I'll see how.
Okay.
How
well, I did say to him, if he did come on the show, he could do it in English or French.
Well, if they do it in French, that'd be good. They can go bonjour, parlez-vous français? Bonjour, chocolate mousse. Yeah, sure.
Or as they say in the UK, avez-vous cuppa? So there you go. Yeah. That's about it. That's the extent. That's the extent of a normal Englishman's. That's about what we can do with French. Yeah. Avez-vous cuppa? Yeah.
I think I can count to 5 still from French classes. I think that's all I remember.
Well, you can't do that. You can't do that in English, Stephen. So
I can't. I know, but in French I can do it. It's like un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. I forgot the rest.
Yes, very good. Very good.
Thank you. That's what I remember from French. That's 4 years of university French.
Yeah. Well, let's hope you never have to go on a meeting on the 6th floor in a building in France, because you'll never get it.
There you go. No, the good thing is that I know I can say sur le couch, which means go
sur
to
le couch.
So I learned sur le couch. I learned that, and I got slapped.
On the couch.
No,
sur le couch stands like
we were taught men go to bed.
I thought that was sort of like a lawsuit that you had against you, particularly. You didn't like the couch, so you sued it.
The couch is not to go to bed. Aller au lit.
I don't know.
Well, but aller au lit is not a sexy bed going. What would be a sexy bed going?
Well, you just saying it's enough for me, Noosh.
Nous allons sur les petits oreillers. All right, we have time. We have time in our hands, my friends. So I'm gonna go.
For the colors.
What are the secret lives of the couleur? And today I will be choosing myself. Oh, 10%. Very good. Dragon's blood with 10%.
Wait, you have 10% left?
We have 10%. Yes. So we.
And you went from 40 to you went down to 40 to 10 in 25 minutes. This is going to go. Just in case you disappear, we'll see you next Friday.
I'm not gonna disappear.
Okay.
All right. Dragon's blood.
All right.
On the morning of May 27, 1668, a gentleman was riding through a remote corner of Essex in southeast England when he stumbled across a dragon. Ooh, dragon.
It's got a dragon.
Hold on.
Obviously, we got a dragon to go with this one.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
9%.
8%. Even
8%. The dragon eats a lot of juice.
I bet you.
Juice. Where am I? It had been sunning, yes, itself at the edge of a birch wood, but suddenly reared up at his approach. It was vast, 9 feet from hissing tongue to tail, about as thick as a man's thigh, with a pair of leathery wings that appeared far too small to get its enormous bulk airborne. Where am I? The man spurred his horse, and with winged speed half the way, glad that they had escaped such an imminent danger. But the tale of the beast was not quite over yet. Men from the nearby village of Saffron Walden, perhaps worried that the dragon might become peckish and begin making inroads in their cattle herds, or perhaps bored and skeptical, set out in pursuit. To their surprise, they found that it in almost exactly the same place. Again, it lifted the front of its body in the air and, hissing loudly, disappeared into the underbrush. The villagers saw it again and again over the next few months, until one day, without explanation, they found the birchwood to be dragon-free once more. The whole saga was written down in a pamphlet, The Flying Serpent, or Strange News Out of Essex, a copy of which is still on view at the local library. It is odd to think that at the same moment villagers were scouring the local countryside trying to see off a dragon. Some 40 miles away in London, Isaac Newton was beginning to foment the scientific revolution. Perhaps the dragon's appearance was a last gasp display from a creature that was on the cusp of being driven forever into the realm of myth by the advance of the Enlightenment. And with the dragon, of course, went its blood, which had been an exclusive pigment since before the birth of Christ. When Pliny, deploring an ever-expanding palate, distracting artists from the serious business of art, wrote that India contributes the ooze of her rivers and the blood of dragons and elephants, he was referring to dragon's blood. The belief, don't worry, it's okay. The belief was the elephants had cooling blood, and dragons during the dry season carved something cool to slake their thirst. The dragons would hide in trees, waiting to ambush any elephant that might wander underneath, and then pounce. Sometimes they killed the elephants outright and drank their blood, but sometimes the elephant would crush the dragon and would die together, their two bloods mixing to form a red resonant substance called dragon's blood. As with most myths, this one contains a nub of truth overlaid with a great deal of embellishment. For a start, no animals of any kind, even mythological, are harmed in the production of dragon's blood, but this pigment does exist. It does come from the east, and trees do play a part in its production. It is in fact a wound red resin, drawn often through, not exclusively, from the Dracaena genus of trees. George Field, writing in 1835, was an enthusiastic. Not only was the pigment deepened by impure air and darkened by light, but it also reacted with the ubiquitous white lead and took forever to dry in oils. It does not, Mr. Field concluded sternly, merit the attention of the artist. He was by this time preaching to a choir of disenchanted artists, They had little use for yet another red, particularly one with such obvious limitations. Without widespread belief in dragons to sustain it, dragon's blood followed Saffron's Walden winged serpent into obscurity.
Oh,
Don't worry, I still love you.
that was beautiful. I think dragon's blood is going to take over butterflies on the shark. You know, what I'm telling you, that was awesome. How much time? How much do you have left on your phone, Noosh?
Let me see. The phone has 8%. See?
Ooh, you can do a little French for us before you have to disappear.
We can do a little français. Voyons voir le petit français, le petit couteau. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Trinquer. Ah, parfait. Alors,
Noosh, to ask you, do the puppets speak French as well?
Oh, they speak everything. They speak languages I don't even understand.
Okay. Because I mean, they were speaking English. They were speaking English to you just now.
That's a crazy question, David. Everybody knows that. So.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, we had puppets with the English book. I just wondered if they had to rest because they didn't speak French.
Well,
I don't know.
That is a very legitimate question, my dear. All right. On that note, trinquer. Trinquer est une tradition franque. En trinquant, chacun devait faire tomber une goutte de son verre dans celui de l'autre. On lui prouvait ainsi qu'on n'y avait pas introduit du poison. Plus on tapait fort, plus il y avait de chances d'échanger un peu de son vin en le répandant, et donc, plus on était considéré comme honnête.
Very beautiful. Very nice. Very beautiful.
Wow.
And
that's taking up 3% of the phone.
I know. And before your phone gets from 8 to 5, we love you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time. And
you
find
too,
out
guys.
from your bandmates when we can have them sing for us. So
yes, we will sing all together with Mr. What's his name?
I think
it's called Barrack. Didn't you call him Barrack Bear?
But it's the Barrack Bear. We need a new name. Okay, think about names until next time. All of you two people that watch us out there, please help us out. Name the bear and the dragon.
And name the dragon too.
Yeah.
And we will see you next Friday, same time, same bat channel.
All
I'll
right.
be in Chicago actually recording next Friday.
Oh, you will?
I'll be in Chicago.
Very nice.
So I'll have a different background next week for the show.
Are you taking your bear with you as well, Stephen? Or
I'm taking I have a bear that's 10 times that size. It's in the corner of the studio, and yes, I'll bring my bear.
It's so nice. Everybody get one. Trust me.
Because he stuffs in the suitcase. The wife won't fit in the suitcase.
Yeah. I have a little bear. Can I show you my little bear before we go?
Okay, go ahead. This is gonna go wrong at so many levels.
No, it's not gonna go wrong. No, it's not. It's not.
I have everybody here.
It's my little bear.
Okay. Little panda bear.
Oh,
yeah, which my mother knitted for me before she died. So.
Oh, that's very pretty.
So I found him in a box.
I made a cartoon of your bear. So okay, I'm gonna show you.
He's called Percy the panda. He's called.
Okay, look at
Percy,
this.
I like that. Yeah.
That's number one. Number two.
There you go.
Number two, and look, that's exactly your bear.
There's Percy the panda. There you go.
Percy the panda. There you go. He's famous now as well. Look, he's on the internet.
He is.
You're on the internet now, Percy. Oh no, I'm on the internet now. Oh, he's famous.
I like him.
Yay! Thank you.
Okay, Steven, now you need something.
I have the bear in the corner. He's too big to bring up. I do have. I do have something I can show you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's going to be a large bottle of scotch. Don't worry about it, but.
No. Here, I will bring up. I'm going to bring up the little bear. This is the little bear that I have. His samurai hat. This is the little bear with his Hawaiian leg because he likes to get laid. So yes, this is my little bear. So there you have it.
And you're taking him to Chicago, Stephen?
Look at both our bears. He's saying hello. Hi, bear.
Like, there you go. There you go.
Cousin.
Yeah,
probably are. There you go.
There you go. So we can barely contain ourselves this week.
I know.
Look at that.
See, everybody has a child inside.
Everybody on our shows are child. So there you go.
Yeah.
So we all have bears. This is going to be the short that I'm going to put out so everybody can see us holding bears.
All right. On that note, before my phone dies, mwah, everybody.
Mwah. We'll see you next week.
Mwah, mwah, mwah,
David,
mwah,
you got
mwah,
an
mwah.
ending to play, or are we just killing it?
Ending.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Having
So I
much
have
fun with
to.
the ending.
I'm afraid I was a bit. I got a bit obsessed with Percy. So
I
we
see
just
that.
have to. And let's see whether or not we can. Oh yeah,
Where's our ending?
we have to go.
And the ending.
She's going. Go. Let her go. Most people already
here
left,
we go.
so it's okay.
That's all. Woo.